Welcome to another edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout, and this time around we'll be talking about the Jasper County Concert Association with Bob Lane. He'll tell us a little bit about the history of the Jasper County Concert Association and their upcoming concerts. This podcast is sponsored by Mercy One Newton, who have their big gala coming up on Saturday, April 26th at the DMAC Conference Center. It's going to be a good time for a great cause. They're trying to raise money to update the emergency room at Mercy One Newton, with their social time and silent auction getting underway at 5:30 on the 26th, the dessert auction and dinner at 7 p.m., and the live auction at 8:30. Also sponsored by Wesley Life Park Center. My sister is at Park Center, and they are taking good care of her. And for a time there, she went to the big day center there at Wesley Life, Willowbrook. And you can make your loved one's day by enrolling them in Willowbrook also. Willowbrook on the Park Center campus provides a welcoming and stimulating environment that allows participants to maintain independence while receiving support and encouragement. Social engagement, companionship, and enriching opportunities are provided to give participants a purposeful and fulfilling day. Willowbrook's person-centered care includes exercise focused on total health and well-being, and programming that includes music therapy, pet therapy, and guest speakers, outings, and much more. If you'd like to learn more about Willowbrook, call 641-791-4500 to arrange a tour. Also sponsored by Advantage Credit Union.
Is your bank slamming its way through your finances by charging monthly fees? Blow the whistle on those foul-saving rates and bounce into Advantage Credit Union. At ACU, we'll treat you like you own the place, because you do. We offer great rates, fewer fees, and you'll actually earn interest instead of paying a fee. If you live or work in Jasper County or 18 other counties in central Iowa, you're eligible to join. Open your account today in Newton or online at acuiowa.org.
Local money, local decisions, local service, and locally owned by you. Insured by the NCUA.
It's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast, and this time we're going to be talking about the Jasper County Concert Association. And I have been communicating with Bob Lane of the Concert Association for the past number of years about the different concerts that have been coming up, and he has sent me different, what we call in the radio business, public service announcements and about the organization, but I've never really had the chance to focus in depth about what the Concert Association is about and about its history. And so now we're sitting down and doing a podcast about that. And so, Bob, maybe we can go into a little more detail about how it got started and its history. So maybe you can expound on that.
Right. In 1983, the Center for Performance at the Newton Senior High was being built. It was an interesting thing about this. It was funded not by tax monies, but by contributions from individuals and groups in the community. Murray Nelson, an attorney at the time, and some other forward-thinking citizens who loved the performing arts decided the facility should be well used. And so the Concert Association was born. A group of 24 citizens formed the first board of directors, and one of those members actually is still on the board. On February 10th, 1983, board members sat down with a representative of Allied Concerts of Glenwood, Minnesota, and set up a concert series, a 3-concert series, for the months of January through May of 1984. On April 4th, 1983, 72 volunteers began selling memberships, canvassing every area of the county. The drive was a sellout. The drive had to close early because the auditorium capacity of 800 had been reached.
That's fantastic.
On January 26th, 1984, 3 days before the Center for Performance was formally dedicated, and a year after the association had been formed, the Uptown Lowdown Brass took the stage, and the Concert Association was on its way. And over the years, many of the performers have stated that our Center for Performance is one of the finest venues that they have performed in.
That is absolutely wonderful. And I know that you were a high school drama teacher, as my father was, and had to direct from the gym. And the acoustics were not the best in there. That was not a great place. I performed in high school in the gym also. And what a great place to perform in. I can see why those people thought it was a great place to perform. Now, let's talk about the center performance today and the Jasper County Concert Association,
Okay.
Bob.
All right, so today this association still exists 42 years later, thanks to the efforts of many community volunteers. The board still works with Allied Concerts of Glenwood, Minnesota to select the concerts. Each fall, the board meets with a representative and we look at videos of various groups that they contract with and pick out concerts that we think would fit our particular audience. The groups selected are professionals, and many have performed on Broadway and around the world. The concert season now runs from September through May and includes 5 concerts. All concerts are held at the Center for Performance at Newton Senior High and usually start at 7 p.m. Once in a while, we'll have a Sunday afternoon concert, which would begin usually at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. The association maintains a reciprocity agreement with Indianola and Marshalltown, who have associations similar to ours. This means that when you purchase a membership in the Newton Concert Association, you can also attend 4 concerts in Indianola and Marshalltown, which has had 6 concerts, but I just learned yesterday they are going to have 7 concerts this year. There is a one-time charge of $10 in addition to your adult membership and $20 for a family membership to attend the Marshalltown concerts because they have more concerts than we have. If you don't plan to attend concerts in Marshalltown, then you don't pay the fee. So that's up to the purchaser of the membership if they want to do that. In 1987, a patron program was introduced. This assures ticket holders of continued high-quality concerts. This program, thanks to many generous donors, continues to provide funds beyond those generated from ticket sales. There are various levels of giving for the patrons, and so this generates some additional funds to pay for programs. Membership in the association is open to all of Jasper County and beyond. We have members in Grinnell and other area communities. There are 2 types of memberships available: adults for $60 and family, which means 1 or 2 adults plus children living in the household, for $130. As I said, this allows the member to attend 5 concerts in Indianola, 7 in Marshalltown. Also, as mentioned earlier, there is a one-time charge for the Marshalltown concerts because they are having 2 more than we have. But if you don't plan to attend those, you don't pay that extra fee. Purchase of the memberships may be done by contacting Cindy at 641-521-8735 or by mailing a check to JCCA P.O. Box 1252, Newton, Iowa 50208 for the type of membership wanted. Memberships will be sold at the final concert of this season, which is Wednesday, May 14th. If you purchase your membership for next year that night, you may attend the final concert for free. And the final concert is Jared Freiberg and the Vagabonds playing rock and roll from Elvis to Jerry Lee Lewis. We are moving right up to our 3rd or 4th concert on this coming Monday, April 14th, which is a tribute to the Beach Boys. And so it's called Sail On, a Beach Boys tribute. So that should be very exciting to attend. So you can attend that for $25 single admission if you aren't now a member of the association. So that will sort of wrap up this year's concert season with our 5 concerts, and we can take a look at next season.
Let's do it. It sounds like a lot of fun for this season, and I'm looking ahead to next season, so why don't you tell us about that, Bob?
Okay. The season opens on Tuesday, October 7th with Gilly and the Girl, radio hits from the 40s to the 80s. With a repertoire that spans genres and eras, Charity and Mike bring a unique blend of timeless classics and contemporary hits, ensuring there's something for everyone.
Okay.
The second concert is on Tuesday, November 19th, and is titled A Celtic Celebration with Katie McMahon, on a harp plus a musical ensemble and Celtic dancers. Kate is probably best known for her exquisite soprano solo in the original Riverdance single. On Friday, March 23rd, 2026, the association will welcome the She Gees, an all-female tribute to the Bee Gees.
Huh, that's interesting.
The Sea Gees capture the essence of the Bee Gees, sound and energy, making you feel like you're experiencing the real thing.
And they probably can have an easier time hitting some of those high notes than the Bee Gees originally did. Okay.
Probably so. The fourth concert of the season will be on Saturday, April 19th, 2026, and is titled American Tune with Tom Glynn, and his guitar playing the music of Paul Simon, Jim Croce, and James Taylor. The final concert of the 25-26 season will occur on Friday, May 15th. The group is called The Suits. It's comprised of 4 dynamic gentlemen performing 4 genres of hit music from the 50s through the 80s: Motown, doo-wop, pop, and rock. So we would ask you to please consider joining the association for next year. As I mentioned, if you attend the concert on May 14th and buy your membership there, you can be admitted free to that final concert. And just as a side note, if you would attend only the Newton concerts, the price per concert would be $12. And nowhere will you find professional entertainment at this price. And so, again, if you wish to buy your membership, come to the May 14th concert, attend it free when you purchase next year's membership. If you have questions, you can call me at 641-831-3152 or Cindy at 641-521-8735.
Bob, I have to ask, you have quite a variety of entertainment. Is there a criteria that they use to decide on what kind of entertainment they're going to have? Because how do they decide, for heaven's sakes?
It's a difficult process.
I was going to say, it sounds like it is.
Well, we try to have a variety of things, so it's not all classical or all modern, so to speak, but we try to come up with a variety of things that will appeal to different people and to families as well. We want it to be a family experience.
So they have it planned out for next season. How far ahead do they plan out? I mean, just for next season, or do they have the next season after that already planned out and they just can't let the cat out of the bag yet?
No. We meet in October each year and select the concerts for the following September or October when they open. So they're done a year ahead of time.
Does the audience get to have an input on what they would like to see? If anybody has some suggestions, can they give you a call and let you know?
Sure, we're open to suggestions. Right.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
And again, if people want to order tickets, how can they go about doing that, Bob? Let's recap.
Okay, they can call Cindy at 641-521-8735. She's our membership chair and keeps track of all those that bit of information. So feel free to call her, or if you want to call me, I'm available at 641-831-3152.
And again, just to recap, because sometimes people space off and they don't catch all the information that's out there, tell us about that reciprocal agreement that you have with the other cities.
Okay. Well, that means when you buy a Newton membership, you can attend concerts in Indianola and Marshalltown. Indianola has 4, but again, I learned just a few days ago that Indianola will have 5 this year. They have a local pianist who plays with Mannheim Steamroller, and she has put together a group with some of the performers, and so they're going to add a concert of her along with the other 4 that they have contracted. Marshalltown, as I said, had 7. So you can use your ticket at these locations, both of these locations. The only stipulation is that if you plan to go to Marshalltown, there is a one-time charge of $10 per adult ticket or $20 per family membership, because you are getting more concerts than you're getting here. So that's how that works.
Anything else you want to add about the Jasper County Concert Association that you haven't already mentioned, Bob?
I don't think so. It's just an amazing opportunity to hear professional entertainers. And like I said, you can't go anywhere and find a professional group for $12 a concert if you were just going to the Newton ones only. So if you went to all of them, which probably not everybody does, but it would be pennies of cost.
It sounds like a lot of fun, great entertainment at a low cost.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, Bob.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
This is going to wrap it up for this edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout, all about the Jasper County Concert Association. And again, recapping, if you have questions, call Bob Lane at 641-831-3152 or Cindy at 641-521-8735. Thanks for joining us. This podcast also sponsored by Ryan's Tire and Auto. At Ryan's Tire and Auto, they take pride in delivering more than just tires and vehicle maintenance. They provide an unwavering commitment to great service every time. As a locally owned and operated small business, they understand the importance of building lasting relationships with their valued customers. Their team is a dedicated group of professionals, and they're passionate about automobiles and is committed to going the extra mile for you. And let me tell you, they also are committed to community service at Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue in Newton. Also sponsored by Newton Clinic, no appointment needed. Their walk-in hours are daily from 7:30 to 8:45 a.m. and 4:45 to 6 p.m. and from 9 a.m. till noon on Saturdays. For same-day appointments, please call them at 641-792-2112 at Newton Clinic. Also sponsored by Lynette Baker, Halo branded solution. Jersey Freeze in Monroe. Oh yeah, every weekend we give away Jersey Bucks. So you can go down to Monroe and enjoy those tasty ice cream treats at Jersey Freeze. Also giving away great prizes every weekend, including Westside Java Coffee Bar. Enjoy going inside and having your favorite kind of drink every day at Westside Java Coffee Bar, or use their convenient drive up in the alley. That's a great place to go to have a great treat at Westside Java Coffee Bar. Until next time, out is out. See ya.